Welcome back to Anthony Lee Raw. Guys, today we're taking a look at Alexander the Great Altcoin Strategy Indicator. Guys, this indicator is amazing at catching the big moves on altcoins. It also works on Bitcoin and other assets, and if you give me less than 5 minutes of your time, I'm going to show you a trading strategy that is going to change your profits 10 times over. Not financial advice, of course. Let's dive in. So on the I'm on the Fetch AI 24-hour chart, okay? Now, it's important that you use 24 hours. This indicator only works in hour increments or minutes increments. It does not work in daily increments. It's a flaw in the design, but it works perfectly. And just instead of putting it on the one-day time frame, which is what I like to use it on, you have to put it on 24 hours. And you can do that on TradingView by adding a custom interval right here up top, okay? Now, for you scalpers, that's great, but like I said, I use it on the 24-hour only, but it does work. We can show it on other time frames, but check it out. So you see, it gives you buy and sell signals here, right? Little B, little S, no problem. Anybody can figure that out, but what I like to do, guys, and when you get these moves, it's huge. Look, from the time you get the buy signal here to the time you get the next sell signal, you were looking at a 48% run-up on Fetch. If you were able to time the top, you're looking at 68%. The latest sell signal, it gave you right here, and if you were still under it, and that is a 48% move to the downside, guys. So a lot of just big moves. It is designed to encompass the big moves. So the reason I like to use it on the daily, these signals are set to a certain parameter. So whether you're viewing this on the 24-hour or the 1 hour or the 15-minute or whatever it is, your signals are going to be exactly the same. So they're going to fire off at the same point, okay? So like this point right here, I'll show you just for example so you can see what I mean. I'm on the 4 hour now, and you can see this signal right here, and I'm going to put a horizontal and vertical line. Stick with me, guys. You're not going to want to miss this. I guarantee you. So this is where the signal fired off, right? I'm just going to put a crosshair right there, and watch. I'm going to go to the, let's say, 90-minute. And let's go find that signal, and it fired off at the exact same spot. See that? Fired off at the exact same spot. Let's go to the 24-hour. Fired off at the exact same spot. So it doesn't matter what time frame you're viewing this on. It's going to give you on the exact same candle the signal. So it doesn't really matter where you view it, right? The reason I like to view it on the daily is because I like to combine this with the other indicator, one of the other indicators you can get at anthonyleeraw.com, which is Damian. So let's look at the difference when I flip Damian on here, okay? And I have Damian videos on how to use that with Damian and Bjorn, but look at the difference here, guys, okay? Damian is a divergence indicator. It combines 11 different divergences, histogram, MACD, RSI, money flow, momentum, all that kind of stuff, 11 different divergence indicators into one, and it gives you these divergences, okay? So I'm going to circle, these are your Alexander signals, and the larger signs here are your Damian signals. So you get those whenever you have the presence of divergences, and look at the difference when you combine these two, guys. It also helps with early entry and early exit strategies. So we looked at this example right here on the Alexander signal. You would get in there, and the next Alexander signal got you out at a 48% rally. But what I like to do is I enter on a Damian divergence signal, and if I get Alexander a few candles later or somewhere thereabouts before I get the next divergence to the opposite side, that lets me know to stay in it, and then I will get out at the next divergent signal. So if I played it that way, I would have gotten in here and I would have exited there. Instead of 48%, I made 85%, guys. So much bigger difference there, guys. And you can see how it works out other times too. So right after that, you got a divergent signal here, and then you got the Alexander sell signal. That told me not to get out of this trade whenever I got here. I would not exit because I'm now under a divergence and Alexander. So I'm going to wait till the next divergence to get out, which is right here, the next Damian signal. So that's a pretty big difference there. And you can see in percentages, if I would have gotten in there at that signal and then exited at the next buy signal, Alexander buy signal there, I only made about 8% on the move. But instead, I waited for the next divergence signal because I was in on divergence, and I got out with a 21% move. So I almost tripled my profits there because I had the two combined, okay? Same thing here. So you would have gotten this buy signal right here. You get in. A few candles later, you get an Alexander confirmation. That means we're going to go higher. So you would not have gotten out of this sell signal, which would have been a 14% rally. Instead, you would have rotated to the next divergent signal, which gave you a 43% rally, guys. So major, major, major difference. The combination of these two is just unstoppable. And here you see you got in, boom, divergent signal, which was a good play out. I mean, by the time you got into the top, if you timed the top, it's 25%. This is the Damian indicator, guys. But you did not get an Alexander signal in here, so you would not have anticipated continuation on this, right? Versus here where you got the divergence, so you entered. A few candles later, you got Alexander fired off. This is continuation, guys. Continuation to the next divergence, right? Does that make sense? Like here, you got in Damian, no Alexander. You come back, you get another Damian, but this one you do get Alexander to confirm that you're headed higher. So you want to combine the two guys. Use your Damian for entry. Your Alexander lets you know that the move, the decent move is about to turn into a massive move. And then use the same exit that you used on entry, which was Damian, okay? And that's how you catch the big trades. And let's look over at Bitcoin. Same thing at Bitcoin here. We've got Alexander on here, which clearly provided you winning trades. All of these are winning trades, but let's combine it with Damian. And your winning trades became bigger trades and gave you the exit strategy. Let's just look at this one here. You've got Damian fired off here. A few candles later, I'm on the 24-hour time frame still. A few candles later, you got Alexander to fire off. Now we're trading. We are out on the next Damian divergence signal right there on Bitcoin. Combining these two indicators gave you a total move of 25%. You just can't beat it. Oh, look at there. We have one flashing right in front of us here, as a matter of fact. So we got in. Alexander continuation. How would you know to continue here? You wouldn't. A lot of people would have got out on this pullback, but Alexander told us to stay in it. Damian got us in it. Alexander told us to stay in it, and then we'd have gotten out right here with the Damian divergence confirmation, and that is a move of 14% on Bitcoin. So combine these two indicators. It works beautifully. You need both. Each one of them are great individually, but combined, they are massive. So let me know what you think. Order your two indicators. I'll see you guys next time.